Everybody's afraid to go out in sixth place, so he's forcing the opponents to make an all-in decision when it's their tournament and the point system on the line. He does that very effectively. He forces the players to make those tough decisions.
That's a real big, not only a big message, but a big indication of the kind of advantage Dwan's going to have right now, because until at least one player goes out.
Raised
Yep.
5,000 total.
Vicky, yeah.
I think Annette as well may have an advantage just because she's coming in with the attitude of all or nothing. So them two are going to have a big advantage here. It's going to be dangerous for them in case the other players do pick up a hand, but most likely they're not going to pick up hands, and them two are going to pull ahead, I believe.
It's quite funny that Annette seems to convince herself of this, because nobody else seems to feel like she's under this kind of pressure but her.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
but it may work out for her.
Yeah. And that is the razor in this pot, 5-3 offsuit.
3-3-3.
Flop to 3.
Check.
Pretty much everybody can be happy with their hand.
Yep.
Check.
Roland is still ahead with his 6s, but with 4 players, he can't be overly excited with that hand.
Has it been checked around to Tom?
I think, yeah, Tom is thinking here.
Check.
Oh, Tom picked up the flush draw.
Check. 6,000.
Andy Black now, I guess, kind of has the worst hand. He's bet 6 here.
Yeah, yeah.
How should you think about this if you're in net? I mean,
Call.
Well, it's a very small bet that Andy put out there, so Annette may think that she's good here, and she made the call. So it's going to be interesting to see what Tom does here, being an aggressive player.
Call.
He's going to take a free look at the river. He's got a lot of outs here. Now Roland is in a very tough spot.
Call.
Wow, Roland makes a very good call there. It was such a small amount that he decided to see if his 6s are good.
you just kind of feel like if they all check around to Dwan, is he capable of trying to make a bluff here? I mean, or is he going to get paid?
It's going to be a tough spot for him to bluff with this many players and with his reputation. He gave it up. Roland's going to take it down.
Doesn't beat me.
6s.
Wow.
Roland takes it down.
9-6.
It's an amazing sort of hand. I mean, it feels like Roland just kind of got given that pop.
Rolly would have been drawing dead. That would have been the best. On their backs, it would have been all in.
The old Tony G, we haven't seen the best of you this Premier League.
Not yet. I hope it's in the final.
Possible.
Tom looks like
Raise
he's a little
5,000
frustrated. He fell
total.
down to 60,000. Raising with the 8-6.
Pass.
Let's see if he gets some action. Oh, Roland folds the King 10. Surprising right there. He has position as well.
Pass. Call.
And she's just called here.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Oh
this
my
could
gosh.
be interesting. This could be interesting.
It's the K6.
Yep. I see a check raise coming here from Annette. And, she's going to lead out.
7,000.
Feels like that'll look weak.
Yeah, it's usually a lot of times when players lead out, well, not a lot of times, but it's kind of, it shows weakness.
Sorry about that. Slipping. My bad.
Andy would get it.
Raise to 20.
Tom's fallen for it, hasn't he?
Well, Tom does have top pair here. He may think he has the best hands. This is going to be interesting. She's pretty much obviously going to go all in, and then Tom may get stubborn and pay this off with his top pair.
He raised all in.
This is a draw heavy board here.
He insta-called.
Yeah, it's a draw heavy board. There's a lot of draws out here.
You got outs? 3-4?
Tom is in trouble now.
8-8, 5-7.
Runner straight cards or 2 8s to come.
Your phone number.
Durr's all in. This is huge for the league table.
Rigged. Nice hand.
Thanks. You probably thought I was bet 3 betting a draw, right?
Had top pair.
Last session,
pocket sixes and the other
Hang on.
He hit the runner on
That's a good
it. It's all over
Good
here.
game.
Okay.
Bike time.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. It's chop.
It's pretty good.
Take care.
It looked like a chop.
Adios.
See ya.
You could nearly sell a chop. I could sell that in Russia.
That's a very good
Because it looks
15
like
hands for Dwan. He's got the bagel.
That's a very good
Now, he's still in good shape, but wow. Good stuff for Annette right now. Played 53%. She's got 162,000. Gee, she's won more pots than everybody else.
Yeah. She came out swinging, and she got pretty fortunate to flop a big hand against the aggressive player like Tom, and he flopped top pair as well. So, very fortunate spot for her.
I mean, I don't really get as disappointed with bad results as most people do. Sometimes you're gonna have good results, sometimes bad results. As long as you think you play decent, then over the long term they should be good.
It doesn't matter. You just got to score points.
The pressure will kind of be on. I mean, obviously everyone's like, I don't want to go out first. But now that it was Tom out first, there's nobody they can look at and say, you know, all their competitors are still in there, if you know what I mean.
Raised
This is the core that's in the middle pack. So they're all kind of going after each other. So a win here would mean so much for any one of these players.
I saw one hand.
Pass. Re-raised to 12,000.
Wow, Vicky actually picked up a hand here, and it looks like she's gonna get action from Annette. I don't see Annette folding this hand, even though it was a really small raise by Corin.
I mean, you wouldn't blame Annette for just chipping in here, right? I mean,
I wouldn't, but usually Vicky, this is very weird. I've never seen her make such a small raise. So that's probably what has Annette confused here. Annette would normally.
That's such a small re-raise.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow. Alarm bells.
Yeah.
Give you a chance to go all in.
Wow, and she pretty much answered it honestly.
How much you have left? About 40.
41.
If she made a standard raise, I'm sure Annette would be all in with this hand. But now she's confused just because of such a small raise.
Geez, you think she actually might be able to just peel off a flop and get away from it? I mean,
That would be very impressive.
Oh, sick.
Wow.
no way! She thinks there's a chance she's up against aces or something and doesn't even want to see a queen? Or
Aces are, wow, very
That's so
good
not a
fold
bad
there.
fold.
Sure about
I had
that?
a
Know what I
bet.
had?
If you can beat me there, you had the nuts, so that would be a very weird fold.
Let's see, kings. That is queen, suited.
Well, I've
pretty-
seen you beat somebody's kings with that before.
Yeah, I know.
Did you really have ace queen?
Suited. Ace queen of hearts.
And you folded?
What am I supposed to do? Call? See a flop?
No, it was somebody.
How much was it more to see a flop?
7. She only has 40 behind.
as the league heads into its final stages, the pressure is on for points.
Today and the next heat, I'm just going to go all or nothing. I mean, I'm not going to be able to just get 2 points and get away with it because I need at least 6 or 10. So, I mean, if I bust early, this is it.
You can be very conservative early on, but ultimately once your stack gets to that level that you can get enough leverage to pick up some chips, you have to push it. And that's what I do. I'm fearless.
As last year's runners-up, I just want to go one better, and the first stage of that is to get into the final.
Well, I am the reigning champion of the Premier League, and my Premier League life hangs by a thread.
I'm damned if I'm going to let it slip away with low scores in the last 2 matches. I might be dressed like a Swedish milkmaid, but I'm thinking like Vin Diesel.
So far, a lot of good poker is being played here. A lot of good reads. First with Tom folding the 3 10s on the flop, and now with Annette folding ace queen pre-flop. Another limp by Vicky.
It's just they're getting her into trouble, aren't they,
Yeah.
Matt? I mean, she's got a good hand, but
Yeah.
just they're getting her into trouble.
Yeah, well, if she flops a king here, it's going to be interesting.
Right,
Wow.
15,000 more.
And I wonder if Roland needs to
Roland?
have a hand here.
I don't think. Wow. I don't think Roland does.
Be raised all in. Pass, pass.
Oh, Vicky's gone all in here. Wow.
Why would you do that?
Roland had the ace 9. Actually has the best hand, but it's going to be tough.
And he's actually pretty sick about this, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he is. Yeah.
How much do I have to
He may feel like he's priced in. Is this the kind of hand you don't really want to get priced in with? But I mean,
Yeah, but I think he may be committed. And Vicky did limp, so you can't put her on too big of a hand.